continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Baltimore Ravens. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And now look at him go. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida, 79 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From midfield now, Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Haskins. Room to run inside the 40. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And down to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They turn to Love on the handoff. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a game.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll toss it to Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
To T.J. Logan.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sean Davis.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Washington 3.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
The 10-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
25-yard line.
On second down, Love. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give to Breida. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's 2nd and inches.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 8 coming up.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle right twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Raven first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Matt Breida. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. They'll hand it off. It's Love. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 19-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of
Well, we
2.
saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 12. They'll try the left side here with Love. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 12.
Third down, here's Haskins. This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16. Ravens 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script this.
There he goes left side, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
For the extra point.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the second down throw on target. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw, Haskins. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Haskins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
On first down, here's Love. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after. For this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Love again. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Check 52, come on. Check 52, come on. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now it's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 37-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tua. This will be caught by Brown. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Breida. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st down, Baltimore.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Breida. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Matt Breida, 57 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's Haskins to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn.
Haskins.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Haskins got a man, that's Quinn. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete to number 23.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Running to start the drive is Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll run forward with Love. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Derek Wolf.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
2nd and
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go,
They go play action now. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, Haskins. Incomplete. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
52's the mic. You better be afraid of me. You ain't
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth.
24.
So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, here's Breida. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and it happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On third down, a run from Breida. And some room to work. The 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
From the 26-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Switch up, switch up.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Today's final score, Ravens.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back.